Welcome, all my dear student of TY Basic Physics class. In previous lecture, we have studied the definition, types, and construction along with symbol of N channel FET and P channel FET. Now, here in this lecture, we are going to see the working of N channel JFET. For that purpose, consider this circuit diagram. This circuit diagram illustrates N channel JFET with zero gate current. Here we consider N channel JFET. When the voltage is applied between the drain and source, that is this VDD, voltage between drain and source, this VDD, VD, yes, and gate is kept open. Suppose initially gate is kept open. The electrons flow from source to drain, through narrow channel existing between depletion regions. These constitute drain current ID. When electrons flow from source to drain, this constitute drain current ID. And the conventional direction is indicated in this way. Electrons are flow from this point to this point, source to drain. And conventional current is, direction of conventional current is like this. The conventional current is flowing in this way. So the value of drain current is now maximum, and drain current is designated IDS, saturated drain current. IDS means saturated drain current. What I say, make your concentration here. When voltage is applied between drain and source with a battery VDS, this VDS, and gate is kept open, the electrons flow from source to drain through a narrow channel existing between the depletion regions. These constitute the drain current ID, and its conventional direction is indicated from drain to source, conventional direction. The value of drain current is now maximum, and this current is designated as IDS, saturated drain current. When gate, now this is the first one. Now when gate is directly connected to source, that is no external bias. We say that here in this condition, when we directly connected the gate to the source, that is no external bias. At that time, VGS, voltage between gate and source, is 0. Okay, and the characteristics for VGS is equal to 0 will be plotted looking like this figure. This is the characteristics for VGS is equal to 0. Here VGS is equal to 0. This one, it is not necessary. Okay. When VDS, that is when this drain to source voltage is 0, obviously VDS is 0, obviously current is 0. What I say, when voltage between drain to source, when this voltmeter indicates 0 volt, at this time current must be 0, ID current, drain current must be 0. And voltage between gate and all the points in that channel is also 0. When VDS is slightly increases, or VDS is increases by small amount, the drain current also increases by small amount, causing some voltage drop across the channel. And due to this, the gate channel junction reverse bias by small amount, reverse bias by small amount. This causes little depletion region penetration having negligible effect on the channel resistance. That means it does not show any notable depletion region penetration, does not show any notable effect, that is very negligible effect on the channel resistance. At first, drain current increases rapidly with increase in VD. Okay, there is small increase in VD, drain current increases much more. So what I say, at first the drain current ID increases rapidly with increase in voltage between drain source, that is VDS, but then become constant. The drain source voltage, that is VDS, above which drain current become constant, is known as pinch off or saturation region, or the voltage here, VDS voltage, over which the drain current become constant, is known as pinch off voltage, and that is denoted by VP. The drain current at this point with VGS is equal to 0, and maximum drain current is referred as the drain source saturation current, that is this IDSS, drain source saturation current, IDSS. The region, this is the region of characteristics, this is the characteristics of this FET characteristics. The region of characteristics where ID is fairly, fairly constant is referred as pinch off region. This region, this is pinch off point and this is pinch off region. What I said, the region of the characteristics where ID is fairly constant or fairly constant is referred as the pinch off region, and this region sometimes called the channel ohmic region, pinch off region and channel ohmic region, because the channel is behave like a resistor, that is current is directly proportional to resistor when voltage remains constant, or when resistor remains constant, there is an inverse relation between current and voltage. And this is Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Therefore, this is the ohmic region. This region AB is the channel ohmic region. Okay. And this region of characteristics where ID is fairly constant, just fairly. Okay. When VDS, that is voltage between drain to source, increases further, VDS is continuously increased, a stage will reach when gate channel junction breakdown, that is this, gate channel junction breaks down, and this is the result of charge carrier, which makes the reverse saturation current at the gate channel junction being accelerated to high velocity and producing avalanche effect, and at this point the drain current increases rapidly and device may be destroyed. The normal operating region for JFET is only BC, and this is the characteristics in the pinch off region. Okay. Now the flow See here, the flow of drain current in N channel JFET is only due to majority charge carrier, that is electrons. What I say? The flow of drain current in N channel JFET is only due to the majority charge carriers, electrons. And for this reason, the JFET is called a unipolar transistor. The JFET is called unipolar transistor. Okay. Now, the operation of P channel, this is N channel, this is about N channel. The operation of P channel JFET is exactly similar to N channel JFET, except that current carriers are holes. What I say? In N channel, current carriers are, majority charge carriers are electrons. And here, the working, construction and all things, or operation, in short, operation of P channel JFET is exactly similar to that of N channel JFET, except that current carriers are holes and polarities of the battery are VGG and VDD instead of VGS and VDS. Remember that, what I say. Make your concentration here. The operation of P channel, I am explaining here. The operation of N channel JFET. And now I told you that the operation of P channel JFET is exactly similar to N channel JFET, except that current carriers are whole and polarities of the batteries are getting reverse. Polarities of this battery getting reverse here and here also. The polarities of the battery, that is VGG, gate batteries, batteries at the gate and batteries at the drain, get reversed. Okay. Now, just like transistor characteristics, here also we have to study the characteristics of N channel JFET. And once we understand the characteristics of N channel JFET, then we can easily understand the characteristics of P channel JFET, because I told you that there is a very similarity, except that the charge carriers in N channel are electrons and in P channels are holes, and battery polarity should be reversed. So, when we study the characteristics of this N channel JFET, there are two important characteristics of a JFET. Two important characteristics. First one is VI or drain characteristics. Drain characteristics. And second one is transfer characteristics. So we have to study these two characteristics, drain characteristics and transfer characteristics. The drain, this is the drain characteristics. The drain characteristics and transfer characteristics of N channel JFET may be obtained by using N channel JFET connected to a common source mode, that is looking like this. Okay. Here now we have to make the changes. See here, what will be the change? Batteries. Here one potentiometer R1 and this is another potential R2. What I say? The drain characteristics, drain and transfer characteristics of N channel JFET may be obtained by using N channel JFET connected as a common source mode. That means this S terminal is common for input and output. So this is common source mode. This is the common source mode. Here potentiometer R1 and potentiometer R2. Instead of potentiometer, we can use rheostat. Here, the potentiometer R1 and R2 are used to vary the voltage between VGS, that is this voltage. In order to vary the voltage between gate and source, that is VGS, we are going to use potentiometer 1. And in order to vary this VDS, voltage between drain and source, this potentiometer second is used. Okay. So in a single sentence, we can say that the potentiometer R1 and R2 are used to vary the voltages VGS and VDS respectively. Okay. The voltages VGS and VDS may be measured by VGS and VDS may be measured by connecting a voltmeter across the JFET, and the drain current ID can be measured by using the milliammeter connected in series with the JFET and the supply voltage VDD. Okay. I mean that this is very important. When you are going to measure the current, then this current meter should be in series, and when you are going to measure the voltage, voltmeter should be in parallel or shunt mode. Now first of all, we are going to see the drain characteristics. This is a single drain characteristics at VGS is equal to 0. What is drain characteristics? This is very interesting definition and very simple. The characteristic curve which gives the relation between drain current ID and voltage between drain and source or drain to source voltage. The characteristics curve which gives the relation between ID and VDS. That means the characteristics which gives the relationship between drain current and drain to source voltage for a constant VGS. Here from this point to this point, VGS should remain constant, is known as drain characteristics. I am again going to repeat because this is very important point for exam point of view. What is drain characteristics? The characteristic curve which gives the relation between drain current and drain to source voltage, that is ID and VDS, for a constant VGS is known as drain characteristics. And this curve may be obtained. Now this is the first curve. This curve may be obtained by using the same circuit arrangement. Here we connect the variable battery or fixed battery and then potentiometer. First of all, we just adjust the gate to source. VGS is equal to 0. First of all, we are going to add VGS is equal to 0. And then with the help of this rheostat, we increase this voltage between source to drain. That is, first of all we should have to keep the VGS is equal to 0, and then we are going to increase the voltage between drain to source by suitable or the increase the drain to source voltage VDS in small suitable steps and record the corresponding value of current ID, drain current. Now if we plot the graph, this is the graph for VGS is equal to 0. In this graph, we take VDS along x-axis and drain current along y-axis. Okay, and we mark this graph for VGS is equal to 0. Okay. Now, after then, we repeat the same procedure for VGS is equal to minus 1 volt. We get the next characteristics like this. Okay. Now this is VGS is equal to minus 1 volt. Now if we again, this is VGS is equal to minus 2 volt. This is VGS is equal to minus 3 volt. In this way, 0 volt, minus 1 volt, minus 2 volt, minus 3 volt. These are the drain characteristics. Now in this drain characteristics, this ohmic region is very important. The drain characteristics curve, this drain characteristics, anyone, consider any one drain characteristics. So suppose we consider this first drain characteristics at gate source voltage between gate and source constant. This any one or any drain characteristics curve may be divided into 4 important regions. First region is OA. OA. This is the region. This is first region O to A. This region is shown by the curve OA in this figure, and in this region the drain current increases linearly with increase in VDS and obey Ohm's law. And the linear increase in drain current is due to the fact that the N-type semiconductor bar acts as a simple resistor. Okay. Now curve AB. In this region, the drain current increases at the reverse square law rate. Here, the drain current increases at the reverse square law rate in this region, A to B. What I say? In this region, the drain current increases at the reverse square law rate, and with the increase in drain to source voltage, that is with the increase in VDS, okay, it means that drain current increases slowly as compared to the ohmic region. This in turn increases reverse bias voltage across the gate to source junction. And as a result, the depletion region increases in size and thereby reducing the effective width of conducting channel of the FET. And at the drain to source voltage, that is VDS, the corresponding point at B is the point where the channel width is reduced to a minimum value and known as pinch off. And the drain to source voltage at which the channel pinch off occurs is known as pinch off voltage and denoted by Vp. Now pinch off region, this is the very important region. This region is called saturation region or constant current region, B to C, where drain current is constant. So it is called saturation region or constant current region. In this region, drain current remains constant at its maximum value, that is IDSS, this IDSS. And for this purpose, there is one more important equation occurs, Shockley equation. So drain current in pinch off region depends upon the gate to source, that is VGS voltage, and that is given by here ID. Drain current is equal to, this drain current is depend on ID SS in bracket 1 minus VG S upon VP bracket square. This is the Shockley equation. From this equation, it is clear that the drain current in pinch off region depends upon gate to source voltage. Okay. This is Shockley equation. And the pinch off region is normal operating region. What I told you? I am telling you continuously that this region is the characteristics of FET. And pinch off region is the normal operating region of JFET when using amplifier. When FET is used as JFET is used as a amplifier, then this is the normal region. Okay. And the last region, that is breakdown region, this one, C to D. This region is shown by the curve CD, breakdown region. The drain current increases rapidly as the drain to source voltage increases. And it happens due to the avalanche effect. And the drain to source voltage corresponding to point C is called breakdown voltage. Okay. In this way we studied transfer characteristics. Now drain characteristics. Drain characteristics. What is drain characteristics? In order to obtain transfer characteristics, we taking the different plots with VGS value. For example, for VGS is equal to 0, we obtain first plot. And that plot is nothing but ID against VDS. Now, later on, we increase VGS by -1 volt, that is VGS equal. Then again, taking the reading of ID with respect to this different VDS, taking second plot. In this way, we obtain the transfer characteristics, keeping VGS constant and taking the reading. Okay. Now in drain characteristics curve are the curves, drain characteristic curve, which gives the relation between the drain current and VGS, ID and VGS, drain current and voltage between gate to source voltage for a constant VDS. Okay, so what is drain characteristics? Transfer characteristics. Drain characteristics, I told you how we obtain drain characteristics. Now, how we obtain transfer characteristics. So don't be confused. In drain characteristics, we obtain the characteristics for ID versus VDS at constant VGS. So drain characteristics are the curve which gives the relationship between drain current and VDS at constant VGS. And here transfer characteristics are exactly opposite that. Transfer characteristics which gives the relation between ID and VGS at constant VDS. That means in words, the drain characteristics which gives the relationship between drain current and gate to source voltage VGS for constant drain voltage VDS is known as transfer characteristics. So for that purpose, see here, this is the curve on which drain current is taken. Okay, and this is the current, this is the axis on which VGS is taken. VGS. And now this is the characteristics. This is the characteristics for what? This is IDSS. This ID in milliammeter. Now what we have to do? Here first of all we kept suitable value of this VDS, and with the help of this potentiometer we change VGS by suitable steps, and corresponding to this change in voltage between gate to source, we are going to record the ID, and by when we plot this, we will get the plot look like this. This curve, this is the curve which depends on, or this curve represents what? Shockley equation. ID is equal to IDSS in bracket 1 minus VGS upon VP square. This is Shockley equation. Again, we can change the value different. We can take such different readings or transfer characteristics. Suppose this is for 0.5 VDS. VDS is equal to 0.5. Now we can take VDS is equal to 1.5 or suppose this is one VDS at 1 volt. Now VDS at second in this one. We can obtain different characteristics curve for different VDS, for different constant VDS voltage between drain to source. Okay. Now in next lecture we will study the parameters of JFET. Till then we shall stop here. Have a good day. Thank you.